Hi there guys, my name is Preston Condra. Now what will be on the menu here today for you guys of watching this video, and what's it going to be about? Well, it's going to be about Power Rangers, of course. I'll get straight to the point here. The point of this video and what's it going to be about is that I will be ranking all the wardrobes that every single team of Power Rangers has worn in every single season of the franchise. How much of a Power Rangers fan is it that I am, you ask? I was in love with Power Rangers of watching every single episode of the series from Mighty Morphin to SPD. I would never want to miss a single episode of the show, and I would treat it like it was a godsend to entertainment. From there, I didn't really care about watching any of the newer seasons of the show following that, as I've heard they're not really good. But evidently, I decided to finally get myself back into the show. About 5 years or so, I just took a hiatus from stop watching it, and then I finally got back into it again with Samurai. Even though you can argue to say if that was a good season or not, but enough about me. My name is Preston Condra, and I will be your host here with ranking all the 17 seasons of Power Rangers. But wait, not the seasons, but just the wardrobes and the outfits the Rangers have worn from 1993 to 2013. What are some of the best and ugliest uniforms that the Power Rangers have ever worn on the battlefield? Well, I'll tell you here in this video. Enjoy the rankings now. Wouldn't you know, the most recent season of Power Rangers is dead last in these rankings. How novel must that be? In any case, I absolutely hate these uniforms. I detest these uniforms because of how white is principally the most dominant color on the spandex, and it's easy to mistake this group as of all of them being the same colored Ranger. I thought for sure one of them was a White Ranger at first glance before I watched an episode of Megaforce. I also hate the Megaforce transformation with how the backflip it is that they do is basically recycled from SPD, and not to mention that they use frickin' trading cards to morph. And since nobody cares about Megaforce, let me put on some off-putting metal music as we watch them transform.
Through the forest! Swinging by! Adventuring! Dawn of death! Flaming!
So yeah, that's all I have to say here. Just screw Power Rangers Megaforce as a season, and just screw the outfits it is that these teenagers have to wear in this season. Moving on to the next set of attire and wardrobe, please. Thank you. Now these outfits are what you would like to call underwhelming. The costumes from Lost Galaxy have been famously codenamed the Charlie Brown costumes, thanks to the black squiggly lines on the torso. I can't say those helmets are pleasing to the eyes either. Like, is having yellow goo leaking out of Leo's helmet necessary? Seriously, what are those yellow lines supposed to be anyway? And once again, the Yellow Ranger is a female in the American version. But in the Sentai version, the Yellow Ranger in Japanese adaptation of Lost Galaxy is a male. Oh, never mind. Back to Lost Galaxy. I'm not very warm into the attire the Power Rangers have to wear this season, and I don't know how to put them but that. Pretty bad costumes, but Lost Galaxy itself is an excellent season of Power Rangers. If there's one thing that will always stick out to me in my childhood, it's this. No human entity cares about Operation Overdrive. Next. Entity. Now that's a big word. These outfits are pretty atrocious. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing mythical animals being a part of a Ranger's uniform. We got Rangers being modeled after animals in Mighty Morphin, in Wild Force, in Dino Thunder, now Jungle Fury. You'd think it would have gotten a little stale to the writers by about now. Granted, it's Sentai that decides what outfits the Rangers have to wear and what have you, but this is not about the Sentai. It's about Power Rangers, dang it. Generally speaking about the costumes, I think the problem lies with the cat claw markings on the costumes. It's like the Rangers are wounded in combat while wearing them. Seriously, did this cat do this to them or what? I don't approve of this, simply put. Next season and next set of wardrobes now, please. Thank you. I'll keep this one brief. Nobody likes Power Rangers Turbo, and it's not hard to see why. Those outfits are abominable. The turn-off point for me are the visors being made out of steel, and it just makes some of the Rangers look absolutely silly. Seriously, take a look at the Green Ranger. Why does the Green Ranger have a nose piercing? Yeah, that's all I have to say here. No one likes Power Rangers Turbo. Next. This is more of me goofing off and making fun of the visors from Power Rangers again and what they have to wear in Dino Thunder, but it does make sense. Seriously, look at the Black Ranger. How is Tommy even able to even see out of that thing? And yes, by the way, Jason David Frank, aka Tommy, the Monarch of Power Rangers, came back to the season, and I highly recommend you watch it, not only just because of him, but of how really good Dino Thunder is overall as a season. You won't regret it. Besides that, I think there's just too much white on the uniform and how they're easily able to turn the viewer off. Not much else to say here. By the way, let me go ahead and have you guys look at Tommy morphing into the season from Dino Thunder. Hopefully that'll motivate you guys to watch the season and give it a chance.
Aren't you a little old for this, Tommy?
I may be old, but I can still pull it off. Dino Thunder, power up! Dino Thunder, Black Ranger!
That said, these uniforms are just that. The outfits from SPD are very basic in a sense, but I don't necessarily mean that in a good way. The turn-off point for me here is that the getup for the Rangers here in this season is that the visors are pretty cruddy, and that they are all exactly the same for every Ranger. Albeit one Ranger's visor is wider than the other. Nothing real thrilling here about that. Besides that, the Rangers have their Operator Series number on the right side of the spandex, which is decent enough in concept. I don't mind that. The SPD Rangers actually being in full color with no cruddy white spots appearing on the spandex is a plus. It's just that the helmets kill it for me. Those stupid visors. Besides that, I guess these are okay, but there are better ones out there than these. Ah, Mystic Force, the season where my nostalgia for Power Rangers ends. That said, let's talk about the uniforms from this season. I guess they're okay. Of course, the one thing that catches the viewer's eyes are the addition of the capes the Power Rangers are wearing this season. I should mention that I find the capes to be okay. Nothing great, nothing wrong with them either, just fine the way they are. I should also mention that I think that the capes are good as a one-and-deal kind of situation. I feel like if capes were ever done again in Power Rangers, I feel like the luster and the magic will be lost with how it was done in Mystic Force. Overall, the set of attire the Rangers wear in Mystic Force is alright. Not the best, but not the worst either. Honestly, I barely know anything about Mystic Force as a season. I watched like 2 episodes back in like 7th grade and that was it. And with what I can remember and the reason why I don't watch Mystic Force, I can remember the Pink Ranger was pretty annoying, V, or whatever her name was, and she's precisely the reason why I don't bother watching this season at all. Seriously, watch this and take a look at her. I'm pretty sure that girl is sinister on the inside. Screw you, V. Moving on now. We have another season of Power Rangers where the wardrobe it is that they wear is based on ancient animals. And Mary had a little lamb. How obvious and lazy can Power Rangers be sometimes? Oh well, at least it wasn't graduation gowns it is that they wear with 6-inch heels. In all seriousness though, these outfits are okay. I don't know how to else put them but that. I sometimes kind of doubt myself of watching Wild Force again because of what I can remember of it. I didn't think of myself too kindly to some of these Rangers from this season, especially Taylor. I hate Taylor. Here's some proof of that.
Ah, they got away!
We'll get him next time.
Power down! Looks like we got here just in time.
What are you guys doing here?
I recognize him from somewhere. Hey! You're the one who gave me a ticket this morning. We just helped you. The least you could do is say thanks.
Power down! Let's go, guys.
He's fighting his big boys. What's he think he is?
Now, I would go into an absolute heated rage and make fun of Taylor here, but with this video being over 20 minutes long in length, I don't have the time. Let's just move on now, shall we? Believe it or not, I actually find these outfits to be a little overrated. I only have a problem with them with how you wouldn't expect it for me to be. The gold exterior splattered on the Ranger's chest looks great, and the Ranger's own color actually clashes well with white for once. However, there is one thing I do have a problem with. It's the Child's Play, Fisher-Price, dorky-looking visors. Some of them are just beyond pathetic. Seriously, take a look at Tanya, the Yellow Ranger. What in the name of God is that? How can you even see it out of the thing? You have to squint your eyes really hard just to even see what's going on. And the other Ranger's visors are shaped like a star, a rectangle, and a circular shaped. It's a bit too childish for me, don't you think so? Besides that, these outfits are alright, but certainly not the best. Now, excuse me, I have to go wash my mouth out now. Ugh, Yellow Ranger, ugh! Ah, Samurai, the season that is hated by a multitude amount of Power Rangers fans. While I can agree with the majority and say that the season itself isn't very good, I can't deny by saying that the outfits it is that the Rangers wear in this season are pretty cool. I mean, come on, they paint a symbol in front of them to morph. What doesn't beat morphing into a Power Rangers than drawing a smiley face with your morpher? Also, by the way, hasn't anyone ever noticed that when a Power Ranger morphs, they always are never smiling? I mean, what's wrong with that? You should be happy you're getting magical powers to fight the enemy. Smile! Smile! Turn that frown upside down! Okay, enough of my blabbling. Let's watch them morph without my commentary. These outfits are good, but again, they're not the best out there in my opinion. Moving on now. Okay, we are now finally getting to the outfits it is in Power Rangers that are actually good. I like the outfits the Rangers wear in RPM. The metal V-shaped like cross goes over making the Rangers look serious. And for once, holy crap, no Pink Ranger makes things even better. RPM is probably the best season of Power Rangers post-SPD, though I suppose that's probably not saying much. I should mention that Dylan is one of my top 10 favorite Power Rangers of all time. He's awesome. Look at him water that precious flower. Dylan is awesome. Yay, the flower lives! What a lifesaver! Yay! Getting back to the outfits now. Honestly, I find them to be pretty good. Outside of the helmets I don't think should necessarily resemble and look like an animal, we've done that too many times already. Besides that, these are pretty solid. Moving on now. Yay for Dylan! Top 5 time. Before I continue, I should mention that Time Force is probably the second or third best theme song from Power Rangers. Here, have a listen. I happen to quite like the spandex here the Time Force Power Rangers wear. They're simple and sleek in design, and I don't know how to put them but that. Now, if only simplicity was the best thing going for these outfits, then they would probably be higher on the list. A little too basic for my taste, and I feel like they probably should have taken more of a risk with these outfits, but hey, if simplicity is the best thing to go for it, if it ain't broke, then fix it, but otherwise, yeah. These outfits are fine. Really good spandex if you ask me, and I don't know how to put them but that.
That is not spandex!
Alright, boys. Step aside. On your left. All in the wrist.
And it's also a handy laser blaster. What's wrong? Never seen a girl in blue spandex walk on water?
Yeah, worked!
The Ninja Storm outfits are pretty cool and pretty legit. That's all in just my own opinion with what I have to say. I find it to be pretty nifty how the Ranger's face can pop out of the visor without the Ranger having to take the helmet off. That's pretty cool and makes it seem like the Power Rangers uses more American footage than dreaded stock Japanese footage. So yeah, I like the suits. The Ninja Storm outfits don't rank higher on the list because... Egad, is that a male yellow Power Ranger? I have to say, I love the Lightspeed Rescue uniforms. They have a hexadecimal look to them, and where it's like the outfit of the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers transparents into a color wheel from the Ranger's own color to white on the chest. It's unique and I quite welcome it. One of the very few times I can say white looks good on a Power Ranger for once. The visors also look pretty slick and have a first aid symbol on the back of each of the Rangers' helmet, making it seem like they are actual heroes. These uniforms are great, but can't touch how amazing both number 1 and number 2 are. Before I stop talking about Lightspeed Rescue here, I should mention Carter is awesome, and a true highlight to Power Rangers fans, and without a doubt one of the best Rangers ever to come out of Power Rangers. Here's the proof of that.
Where's Red? Freeze! Don't take another step, Demonite. And if you know what's good for you, you'll call up your clone right now. Don't force me, or I'll have no choice but to destroy both of you.
Go ahead! But I'm sure you're well aware that at that close distance, you'll blow up yourself, too!
Cut it!
He's right, Ranger. Go ahead! Come on, Red. Pull the trigger.
Awesome or what? And a Power Ranger like Carter is the reason with why I'm making a video like this to motivate you guys to watch other seasons of Power Rangers besides Mighty Morphin. I mean, come on, it's not 1993 anymore, guys. Jeesh. Who can't help but get nostalgic for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers uniforms? They're iconic, they're symbolic, they're historic. They're pretty awesome, all things considered. Why is this video 20 minutes long? Oh my god. Mighty Morphin will always hold a special heart to many people, and I will say that it does to me in a sense. When you hear that "It's Morphin Time" call, you know things are about to get intense.
Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
Is that Richard Horvitz? Whoa. I should also mention that in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, the Rangers Morphin are wearing PVC, or basically another fancy term meaning for leather.
Let's do it, guys! Right. It's morphin' time!
If you happen to look this up on the IMDb page for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, it is said that the uniforms themselves weighed like 40 pounds and it caused back pain to Aisha and Kimberly, so it's a bit of a bummer and a bit of a drag we didn't get to technically see these suits, which are much better than the spandex, by the way, outside of the movie. But what can you do?
Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
Power Rangers! Zordon, they've done it! They made the metamorphosis!
Alright, enough said. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers suits are the bomb. But what could be more colossal and be more awesome than that and be number one? Well, here it is. I love this season. I mostly love this cast. I love the differently how dark and sinister In Space was as a season when you compare it to other seasons of Power Rangers. And I love the spandex the Rangers sport with while in this season. They do have an alien feel to them, which makes them look exquisite and fantastic on the TV screen and fit the extremely dark nature to Power Rangers really well. I can't say I can't complain one of these uniforms at all that the Rangers wear, as I just find the spandex in Space is head over heels better than anything else that any other Power Ranger has worn in any other season. It's that good.
Alright, let's rock it!
And I have absolutely nothing else to say here for this project, and to close it out, I'm going to have you guys listen to the best theme song from Power Rangers of all time from any other season, and that is from In Space. Enjoy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space!
Thank you so much for all of you guys watching this almost 30-minute long video in length where it was I, Preston Condra, where I ranked all the suits and spandex that has appeared in every single season of Power Rangers from worst to best. Thank you so much for watching this now, guys. Thank you so much. This was a video created by Preston Condra. Thank you for watching now, and bye. Oh, and by the way, here's the proof to show that this YouTube video got taken down due to copyright a few times. YouTube sucks sometimes, doesn't it? Well, at any rate, thank you for watching the video now. This is Preston Condra signing off now. Thank you for watching now. Bye.